Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Red beans and rice Monday, baby. If you Jackson State, you eating steak with beans and rice. If you FAMU, you scratching your head and say, what went wrong? If you Alcorn, who shoulda, coulda, woulda, woulda. If you Grambling, the magic of the hole struck for you. UAPB, you almost there. But don't come when you got a victory. Valley, dear old Valley. Who the hell knows, man? Hey, but this RNG from the RNG Swac Sports Network, and you already know I'm about to tell you. The last day to vote is November 5th, 2024. Make sure you get out and vote. And today's t-shirt, I've had this t-shirt on before, but I'm gonna wear it again. This shirt says, it's one of them black jobs. That's the president. That's the White House. It's a black job. You do the math. Turn over Sister Cheryl off. Let's get right into it. I know some of y'all are watching Monday Night Football. If you're new to the stream, go ahead and hit that like button, share, subscribe, and you're going to get some real good knowledge over here. And you already know I'm going to start my show off with the little black known Swac fact. You know, Jackson State plays at the Vet. Do you know who has the attendance record at the Vet? What two teams has the highest attendance at the Vet? Since you don't know, I'm going to tell you. This your little black known Swac fact. Jackson, Mississippi, tailback Perry Qualls ran for 4 touchdowns and caught a 10-yard pass for another Sunday to lead unbeaten Alcorn to a 42-28 victory over Mississippi Valley in a game before more than 63,000 fans at Mississippi Memorial Stadium. Ain't that something? Alcorn versus Valley, 1984. If you watch my stream, you know I'm already going to say the greatest game on earth. I was 9 years of age. I was there. 63,000 fans. I say again, 63,000. The Vet only holds 60,000. So you do the math on that. That game was so legit, man. You had to be there to see it. And a little bit more about that game. When you think about this game here, man, plenty unbeaten on the line. What I like about it the most, the name of it was called the Soul Patrol versus Phi Lukum Jukum. Who was the Soul Patrol and who was the Phi Lukum Jukum? Some of y'all might know, some of y'all may not know. That's probably, I still say to this day, that's the greatest HBCU game in the history. Greatest college game ever. The score was a lopsided, if you want to say that, but you had to be there to watch the game. So, that game had plenty of records, man. The good old Jerry Rice, man. Look at it. Rewriting history. Look at it. Valley offense has left its mark, making a big impact of Willie Totten on your left and Jerry Rice on the right. Look how times have changed, man. That's like 2 mug shots, boy. Times have definitely changed, man. Those two men, they just did so much for HBCU football and the Swac, especially. I'll go back and forth, and I'll tell you again, I don't understand how these two men did not win the Heisman. The satellite Willie Totten and all-world Jerry Rice. But that's your little black known Swac facts. Now let's get into what we really want to talk about. We had some football games this weekend. And unless you was living under a rock, you missed some damn good football. Trust me on this one. It was week 8 in the Swac. And you had some good look, I'm going to tell you this. Grambling versus UAPB, that game was very, very underrated. When I'm talking about underrated, you look at the score, you say 31-21. That score was 21-24 in the fourth quarter. Grambling did not score until 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Valley versus Bethune-Cookman. Congratulations, Bethune, you won. The two games that everybody had circled was FAM versus Jackson State and Southern Homecoming versus Alcorn. Alcorn was the bullies of the Swac. 3-0 in the Swac. They averaged 200 yards rushing. They led the Swac in that. And Southern was very, very, to me, an underdog in this game. But we got some highlights that we're going to check out. And I think the first set of highlights I got was the Grambling versus Perryview. Perryview, excuse me. Damn, Grambling versus UAPB. No disrespect, UAPB. Let's check out some of these highlights, man. Now, this is the first touchdown for Grambling. So these are highlights. This is not the actual game. These are just highlights. So I'm showing you clips. So folks be like, why you only showing this? That's all good. All right. You in the standard set. That's old school there, man. From Grambling. One receiver on the left, one receiver on the right. You got a tight end and a running back. Now let's let this play ride. Handoff. Look at that. Look at the blocking. I always say when you got that pile over there, that's a good thing. Now Big Buddy here, he looking for somebody to block. This poor little defensive back, you about to get creamed, man. I can tell you that right now. Let it roll. See that chip block? It's over. Now your lineman, now big man found somebody to block. Now you ain't got number one person to beat. Can you do it? Now check this out. 3 tacklers. You see it? 1, 2, 3. Now what happens? Are you kidding me? This man ran through 3 tacklers. Right? Next play. The old pitch. Look at this. When you like this right here on the defense, instead of these 2 or 3, well, these 2 here sprinting to close down that gap, you try to see. I don't know what you're waiting to see. You think he's going to throw the ball? It's a pitch. Oh, quick pitch. That's on the right side. That's old 28 quick pitch. 2 back through the 8 hole. Look at that. Nobody's around them. Slow it down even more. Walk in the end zone. That's 1 touchdown. Grab my trusted notes. Then it really. Let's go to 320. All right. All right. Now look at this. You in your goal line defense. Camera ain't showing it, but you goal line defense. Everybody got a hat on somebody on offense. And you got your H-back, or basically your fullback, but it's most likely an H-back right here. And guess what happens? Right there. Why is this linebacker looking over here? Your focus should be here. You take the pitch, man. Guess what happens? Now you got a shot, 44. You got to break down and make this tackle. Because if you don't, guess what's going to happen? Wide open. Look at the quarterback. Look at this wide receiver here. Wide open. You see him? I can tell you what's about to happen. All them ball watching. Good touchdown. You know, it's 7-7 then. Yeah, like I said, this game was very underrated. Very underrated. Then you got to go all the way to in the 20-something minute with the highlights with this one. Look at that. If you look here, you're running that same defense that I despise. 1, 2, 3. That was like a 3-5, a 3-6. Little Buddy Ryan defense there. But look what you got. You got 6 damn defensive backs. But you really gonna stop something? Trickeruski, watch this play. Now, where he messed up at. Look where he's running. Cardinal sin in football. Never run east to west. Always run north to south. He missed this whole hole right here. Now, what are you doing now? Because big man left his block. All you about to do is run to the sideline. Should have been a horse collar, but good tackle. Jumbo set. One wide receiver to the right. There's not too much of a fullback in college football anymore. You got a bunch of H-backs. Now watch as this play develops. Now you got the quarterback, 2 blockers. Look how many people over here on this side of the ball. What are these 2 guys doing? Don't you think they should be on this side? That's where the running back and H-back was lined up at. Now the play collapses. Why? Nobody got downfield and blocked. Watch. Boom. Good defense. But hey, hold on. Next play. Stretch handoff. Good blocking up front so far. This man taking on a double team. This man, they was double teaming, and now he's going off to get one of those linebackers or defensive backs. Your wide receiver is down here blocking. Let it roll. Turn up. Where you going? Slip, touchdown. You got to be kidding me. But that's what happens, man. All right, next one. UAPB had some good runs, and then they had plays like this. That little shovel pass, that quick pitch there, running through 2 tackles, getting to another third. That should have been a touchdown. He split the defenders straight down the middle. Lucky old buddy was able to hang on. Ball down at the 5. Next, motion. Now, look at those linebackers. Look at your two linebackers right here. What are you doing? Freeze them on the play fake. Bouncing around. Look at that wide receiver out there. They boxing over there. Now he's rolling. Now you're in some trouble. Good hit? Think so? Pretty much. Now watch where this ball lands. His knees are still up. To me, that's a touchdown. But, of course, they didn't. Next play, I don't know what he was doing. Defensive tackle. You overran the play, young brother.
Touchdown, Lions.
Look at this score. Third quarter. UAPB 17, Gremlins, UAPB 14, Gremlins 17. I told you this game was way underrated, man. Step back. Crowley, I expect more out of you, man. Clean pocket. Plenty of time to throw. Boom. Wide open across the middle. He gone. Good. Go. Oh, no. Wait. And he did. But this game is not over. UAPB, they coming back. The short passes was connected. I take 3-4 yards in a cloud of dust. Fourth quarter now. Right up the middle. Right up the middle. Run, youngin. Run. Next one. Everybody's frozen because of that play action. Is he going to keep it or is he going to take it? Now, it's a sprint to the end. Look at the position that you're in or trying to run. Cameras don't lie. Watch this. he knew he was screwed. This would have been a great catch. I hate to destroy it, but this would have been a great catch. The ball would have been there just a second earlier. He had it, but the defender knocked it out of his hand. But that's all right. Here comes the next one. Play action. Got him again. Watch number 2. Break down. Is that a hole right there? Like he got his hand on it. See that? I don't know what that lineman looking at, that referee. But anyway, continue to roll. What I tell you, watch number 2. He threw his hand up. Boom. Underthrown, came back and got it. That's outstanding. Like I said, UAPB can score. They just can't stop nobody, man. This 21-24. Reason why I bring that score, because Grambling did not score again until 1 minute and 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's why I tell people this game was very underrated. Very good game to watch. Probably dancing. Oof. Watch, oof. That's a good, clean football hit. He felt that. He might have parted at homecoming, but he felt that hit. UAPB did not give up in this game. I will give them that. They did not give up. I thought they was going to come back and win it. But, 3 and out, or a couple of first downs and out, and then you give up runs like this. When you give up long runs like that, that's demoralizing, man. To give up a long run like that. But they still had chances. That right there had to hurt. I don't think that, man, that's the second time that young man got hit like that. Now, freeze it right here. Look at the pass protection. You backing up. Why you keep backing up? Step into the ball. Now you got to do some razzle dazzle. And then guess what happened? You almost had, that was, look how many defenders was around. He almost had an interception. It was 3 defenders because you backing up trying to do razzle dazzle. Step into the throw, young man. Now here's Grambling winning touchdown. Straight up the middle. You had them big uglies. That's the sunlight hitting the field like that. That's why the highlights is like that. But you had them big uglies up there pushing. When you got them big uglies pushing like that, man, please. You carried them into the end zone. And that was it right there. And that's how Grambling won with 1:09 left. That was the Grambling UAPB game. The game that everybody wanted to see and watch was on ESPN. Was it ESPNU? I don't know. I was at the game, so I know it was one of the ESPN networks. Was the Jackson State versus FAMU. Now they had some good highlights on him. Now this is one of the plays that I wanted to look at. Hopefully I ain't got no 30-second commercial and all that other crap.
The 47.
Cut up voice off. All right, this 7-0 Jackson State, right? Day, they found a weakness in you. Now check that pocket out. Look how clean that pocket is. This is strike fast, and as you can see right here, he's beat. He's beat off the line of scrimmage already. This man, you already got a spy here. This man should have been running over here to help, but he was not. Let's see what happens. Boom, wide open. Going to the house. No help. That was a good touchdown. But I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. That's what's the name. Get back to my highlights, man. Now they're going to send me through those crazy commercials. Now, check this other highlight out from the Jackson State game. Let's see if we're going to pull up. Yeah. This thing moves so crazy sometimes. But this is one of the rushing touchdowns from Jackson State. All right, you're on the goal line. Now, Jackson State is one of the few quarterbacks that plays their quarterback. Look how many yards he's from the ball in a shotgun formation. That's a good 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 yards he's back there. Right? Now you're in your goal line defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now your defensive end. Now look at this cat, man. Look how he's angled. I don't know what that's called, but it is what it is, man. Snaps the ball. Now I guess he's trying to get a better angle or whatever. Coming straight at you. Now he's almost there. So I guess he's on something. Look at that. You got about a good 1 to 2 seconds before this man breaks away. Guess what happens? He whips. Instead of trying to hit this man in his waist, he tries to go for his feet. Look what happens when you go for the feet. He rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, went on up in there. That's outstanding. That's a good little touchdown run. I'm gonna show the 70. All right, now here's another good play from FAMU. All right, they was in that 5-2. They was in a 5-2 that time. The defense was, so they switched up because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, he's trying to apply pressure. Play action. Look again. Look who they beat. That quarterback looking one place on him, over there to his left. Look how clean that pocket is. Double team. Nothing. Boop. That's the same defensive back. Day you got beat. Pretty good touchdown pass. Wide open. Nobody over there. Had him beat by at least 3 yards. All right, and the play of the game. If you haven't seen this needs to be on ESPN Sports Center. Or they gotta go. They're gonna put me on them daggone ads again. I don't know why they want to put me on an ad for 10 seconds. This play right here. This look at the score. 21-20, 3:55 left in the fourth quarter. Here you go right now. Confused, trying to get the play defense, 3rd and 8. Play the game. Comes back. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still looking. Now, this man busts through on a damn near double team. It's a double team. That's a double team that he breaks through. A double team. Hit that man so hard he's seen a second coming. Now, the scoop and score, that's so hard to do for a big man. You ain't stopping that, big buddy. That right there is your play of the game. Big Webb. That's a big young man, too. Break it down again. Watch him come through. That's a double team he come through. Well, hit him like a tackling dummy. That's what happens, man. Oof. That had to hurt. All right, that's the highlights for the night. That's your Alcorn and Grambling game. Wednesday, I should have the Alcorn and Grambling. That's the Grambling and Jackson State game. Both of them, their things. So let's take a look at the standings in the Swac as it stands. These are standings in the Swac. Jackson State is 3-0. They'll be playing Bethune-Cookman. Alabama State takes on Alcorn. They 2-1. Alcorn. I don't know what you're mad about, but we'll talk about you Wednesday. But you came into the Swac averaging 200 yards, and then you turned around and let Southern bully you and run the ball down your throat. That's what it comes down to. FAM 1-1. This is Swac. Bethune 1-2. Valley 0-3. Southern. Something about Southern I learned today. This is the first time Southern has been 3-0 in division play since 2016. Say again. First time since 2016, Southern has been started off 3-0. And the last time they started off 3-0, they went 8-1 in the Swac. So that's something to look at. Alcorn, Alabama State, that should be a great game. Perryview is homecoming this weekend with them being 1-3 in the conference. They're not playing a SWAC opponent. So Pine Bluff is 2-5 overall, 1-2 in the SWAC. But I'm telling you, UAPB is building right. Y'all might want to watch them. That's all I'm telling you. Grambling got your first victory. You're 4-3 overall. Yeah. Grambling. So we will definitely see if Jackson State should take care of Bethune-Cookman for Bethune-Cookman homecoming. So Jackson State will end up 4-0. And it's going to be who can actually, it's going to be actually, if you're looking at that, if you're looking at that thing again, it's actually at this point, when Jackson State take care of Bethune, do you think Alabama State or Mississippi Valley can actually beat Jackson State? I mean, everything is possible. Anything is possible. But do you really think that Alabama State, with their quarterback situation, they have the number 1 best defense, and Jackson State has the number 2 best defense, and Jackson State has the number 1 scoring offense? So do you really think that Alabama State or Valley can really do anything? So I can see them going through the East without a problem. Now they do have to play Alcorn at the end of the year in Alcorn, and I think Alcorn they beat them Alcorn beat Jackson State last year, so twice is nice, but which Alcorn team gonna show up? And I hope Alcorn quarterback is okay, along with Southern's quarterback. Alcorn quarterback, he had a thigh injury that he played through, and the starting quarterback for Southern, he actually had I'm not calling it a concussion, but it's a possible concussion. The way that young man was grabbing his head, so I hope he's okay. Now see, look at some stats, overall stats. Like I said, Jackson State through 7 games has 31 touchdowns, 10 field goals, averaging 35 points a game. Alabama State still has the best defense. Through 6 games played, they only allowed 15 touchdowns. So when Jackson State and Alabama State meet up in a couple of weeks, it's going to be 1 versus 2. But Jackson State is top 1 and 2 in offense and defense. So hold on, let me let you look at it so folks don't think that I'm joking. Get this thing bigger so you can see it. Where's that thing at? It's overall stats. You don't need to see my face. These are the overall stats here. Like I said, Jackson State is number 1 in offense, number 2 in defense. Alabama State has the number 1 ranked defense in the SWAC. Then as you go down, Grambling offense, it's been there, but it's been shaky. You know, Alabama A&M, okay, they got 31 points. Yeah, that's, you know. Now, Pine Bluff, they was ranked number 1 for a couple of weeks. Now, they've slowed down. But like I said, UAPB can score against anybody. It's just, they just can't stop anybody. Now, what surprised me with defense was Grambling. Grambling give up points, man, like it's nothing, man. But hey, they only giving up 26, so that was a surprise to me. And then, of course, Valley is at the bottom with Bethune-Cookman. Now, Southern, for you to be 3-0 in the SWAC, your offense is ranked 8. I say again, Southern over there in the West is 3-0, but they offense is ranked number 8. But they did put up over 200 yards rushing against Alcorn. Let's see. Rushing. Like I said, Alcorn, 9 games, 203 yards rushing. They led leading the SWAC in rushing yards, but they got ran over. Now the defense, Alabama State is averaging. See, this is when Alabama State played Jackson State. This is what I really want to see. Alabama State is only giving up 95 yards rushing. Herb Mulligan had 98 yards in the first half against FAMU by itself. So something got to shake. Jackson State comes in the second with rushing defense, only giving up 112. Now, rushing offense, Alabama State. I mean, not rushing. I apologize. Yards per game. That's 190 yards. Jackson State comes in at 4 at 177 yards. So it's getting closer. The SWAC is getting tighter. As you can look at these numbers here, it's definitely getting tighter. Now, what is shocking? Look at FAMU offense. 88 yards. That's rushing. My bad. Not passing. But you're only running the ball 88 yards. And FAMU is giving up. Well, the whole season I said FAMU doesn't have a rushing defense. And you can see where they at in the SWAC right now. They're giving up 212 yards a game. Jesus. All right, passing. Southern has the best passing defense. Only giving up 122 yards. That's insane. Alabama A&M, I can see that. They do throw the ball a lot. Pine Bluff followed by second. FAMU, yeah, that's about right. 239, because he averages about 248 games, but 3 touchdowns a game. Then Southern, Jackson State really is lacking in that pass, but they make up for it for the run. That's why I say that Alabama State, Jackson State game is going to be crucial. And then defense. Now, this is where you can beat Jackson State. Jackson State pass defense ranks number 6 in the SWAC. They're giving up almost 200 yards through the air a game. That's where you can beat Jackson State. But which team in the SWAC can really throw the football? You see what I'm saying? Who can really throw the football to beat Jackson State? Because if you try to run against them, that ain't going to happen. So that's what it comes down to, man. And so I don't see it's if we go back to the standings, right? And then you look at the who has who left to play. Yeah, we got We got some classics coming up, this, that, and the third. But who do you really think can beat Jackson State in the East? Southern is the Grambling Southern game, you know, so I don't want to say either side is decided, but if Jackson State beats Bethune-Cookman, which they should this weekend, instead of having you would not only maintain a 2-game lead, but you would have to lose 3 more games, but you know, never say never now. But you do have Valley and Alcorn and UAPB left. But that UAPB versus Jackson State game, UAPB likes to throw the ball. So Jackson State secondary, you're going to get tested again. That's the left corner for Jackson State. UAPB is going to test you. So we definitely going to see, man. But I've been on here long enough. And I thank y'all for coming in and watching. If you got any comments, concerns, or whatever, anything can help me out, or that can help us or help you out learn more about the Swac and Swac football. Because Wednesdays we do volleyball and soccer for the ladies. Also here, we do soccer and volleyball for Wednesday. I think the cross country championship was today. Once I get the results, I'll post them. But this is RNG and the RNG Swac Sports Network. You in the boom boom room. You see what I got? I got all 12 schools back here. There's no bias here. I give you the good, the bad, and ugly about all 12 schools here. No cutting corners here. But I've been on here long enough, and I'm pretty sure y'all watching Monday Night Football. So I'll see y'all again Wednesday. And until then, leave you with a little encore. We roll on up out of here. Wait a minute. Have a good one. Eat that red beans and rice.